Well, good afternoon, magandang hapon, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today, we're going to talk about how big things come in small packages.
Hey.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
I can fit your back.
You did.
Yeah.
You're hiding back there really well. All right, today is a project that we've been working on, and we're going to continue to work on here in this next week, as a matter of fact. But I really wanted to show you something that was really surprising. I think you'll find it very surprising when we open up today's episode. Now, without further delay, let's get today's episode underway. Well, today we're going to do something, it's like a box opening, and you got to guess what's inside the box. I just received this from Lazada. This came from Lazada. You are going to be really shocked at what is inside this small package. What do you think it is?
TV?
No, it's not a TV. Oh, it kind of looks like a TV. But no, it's not a TV.
The musical device?
It's not a musical device, but, well, let's show everybody
Cool device?
we're going to show everybody what is inside this little package right here. All right?
Your
Ready to open it?
yard device?
It's not a yard device. You ready to open it? Let's go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
Okay. Now, before we get started, you remember our project, and I'll post this video at the end of today's episode. This project is the acoustic tiles that we're using for our soundstage here, for our little band area right here, and home theater. So what we're going to do, and I said in this episode about these tiles, we're also going to do them inside the ceiling. Now, I don't have all of the materials here that I need to do this project. Do you think all of these tiles here can fit in that little package right here? Well, we're going to find out. Do they fit in here? Let's see. Now, let's open up this package. Okay, here's what was in the package. We have 48 of these acoustic tiles here. Again, these are going to be used for the ceiling inside the media room, the soundstage. Now, they haven't quite come to the full shape. I think they say about a couple hours, but normally by the next day. So I'm going to let these sit here overnight, and then by tomorrow, it should look something like these over here. You see how nice and defined each one of the curves are here, each one of the angles. So that's what we have. We're going to wait for that to get bigger. Hey, sweetie. I thought that now would be a good opportunity to just kind of walk inside the backyard real quick. I just want to show you a couple of things that are happening inside the garden. Remember our pineapples? Well, our pineapples are doing just great. You see the pineapple there? Let's go take a look at the Michelle pineapple. The Michelle pineapple is a smaller variety, but it packs a great sweet taste. Remember I was just talking about big things or great things come in small packages? Well, this is the Michelle pineapple. I don't know if Michelle watches our videos here, but I'll make sure she knows that we mentioned that. This was a gift. She gave us a pineapple. We took the top off of the pineapple, and here it is. 2 years later, we're starting to get a pineapple. And I can see it's already time to start picking some tomatoes. This tomato needs to get picked from the garden right here. And some of these tomatoes, this one particularly. And if I don't pick them early, what'll happen is the tomatoes will get worms in them. They're really good about invading my tomatoes over here. And I need to get these strawberries out here. I just put a couple for giveaways and to make a basket, but I don't have a basket. I don't like when these strawberry plants are inside the raised bed garden because they take over the raised bed garden just like they do here. They grow like crazy around here. Let's talk pomegranate. Our pomegranates are doing great here. I've got several of them on this pomegranate tree right here. And can you say bananas? We have more bananas that you can shake a stick at. Let's go look at the bananas behind the house over on John's lot. We're going back here to look at the bananas on John's lot. And I planted all these for John. Look at the papaya. Now, if John were here, he would be eating this papaya soon, or he would take this to make like sinigang. But right now, these are beautiful. They're about ready to start getting, I think, a little bit of the orange. Not much longer. Anyway, we were on the way to the bananas, and I want you to see this. Now, this is what's native to our neck of the woods here. This is Sabah bananas right here. Look they're beautiful. Actually, some of these are starting to turn a little yellow, which means they're almost ready to cut down from the stalk and go ahead and put down to ripen inside our kitchen. Now, I didn't see this until just now. I see we have a blossom. You see the blossom there? That means we'll be getting bananas on this banana plant as well. And if I remember correctly, this is Cavendish. So we have Sabah that's about ready to pick, and we have Cavendish in about 90 days or less. We'll be ready to be picking those as well. Now, this is our east fence. And this is Corey's lot over here. And Corey asked me to do the same. And I planted bananas and papaya on his lot. Unfortunately, when I planted the papaya, I didn't realize they were male and they're really doing no good. I'm going to be replacing them soon. But I want to show you something that's really interesting and how important sunlight, especially afternoon and evening sunlight, is to bananas. Because here, you see, these are doing good. All these banana plants here in a line, they're doing really well. But I want you to see where our house actually blocks the sun on the banana plants up here. What happens to these really big bananas? Because we planted them all about the same time. House is over here. You see, this is all in the shade. And these banana plants are like just kind of sitting here. They'll grow, or we might use them to transplant to someplace else. But they don't get the sun like these. Look at these. We go right back into the sun again, and you see we have big banana plants right over here. The chili peppers in our garden are also doing really well. And I want to show you these. This is a dwarf variety of papaya. A friend of mine in the subdivision here gave me some seeds that he cut out. And I hope I picked the right female seeds. I floated them and I got rid of the floaters and all the ones that were on the bottom. Those are the ones I planted. So hopefully these are definitely indeed female papaya. But the good thing about these, they only grow probably a maximum of 2 meters high, and they yield a lot of really nice papaya. So we'll keep an eye on these and see how they're doing. I got some over here, and before I put them in the pot, I had them over here. I put all the seeds inside, kind of spread them out. So we'll see how those go. Now, I still haven't seen any blossoms on our dragon fruit, but I kind of expected that. They're not very, these are only 1 year old. So I hope soon that we'll start getting some blossoms. What we do have over here, I want you to see, this is peppercorn. You see these? All these peppercorn. This is my peppercorn plant. I actually ordered this on Lazada, if you remember me talking about this in an earlier episode. And once this thing starts getting bigger and starts growing up here, one peppercorn plant is enough for one family, unless you use a lot of pepper. And of course you can see our lemon. Our lemons are still growing like mad, crazy, wild Jurassic Park craziness over here. We have a lot of them over here, so we'll be able to make some more pictures of the Jurassic Park lemonade here pretty soon. Well, it's been about 1 week since our last posted video, and as you know, sometimes we have some shout outs that we have to do, and today's with no exception. We should have done a shout out a week ago, but we didn't get in 1 week, so we're at least 1 week behind. So we have an anniversary shout out and we have a birthday shout out. Our first is our anniversary shout out, and anniversary shout out is a belated one for February 27th, and it goes out to Miguela, your husband said, don't forget your 3rd wedding anniversary. And I mess up the name of where you live, Miguela, so Nessa's going to pronounce it. Where is Miguela from?
Navalbiliran.
Yes, that's where she's from. And her husband is from Pennsylvania. So anyway, to both of you, we want to wish you a belated happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And our last shout out is a birthday shout out for Thomas Miller's wife, Elsa. And it's also belated for February 26th. Elsa turned 49. So anyway, we want to wish Elsa a happy birthday. And before we close out today's episode, I just want to kind of show you something that's kind of really neat. You know, from time to time, we get gifts. We get gifts from either subscribers or for some local people in our community. Even family members, we get some gifts. And they're the gift of the heart. And it usually means, when it comes from the heart, it usually means a plant that somebody gives us for our backyard. We can walk around our yard, and we call the name, like you heard me say, the Michelle pineapple, or we have the for the coconut tree, we have the Armil coconut tree. We have them all over our backyard. Anyway, we were given something that is really neat that I want to share with you. I have two of these. These are golden coconuts. Yeah, they're dwarf varieties, and they don't grow very big. They only grow about 6 foot tall, about 2 meters high. That's the maximum that they get, and you can pick coconuts. They yield coconuts on here just like a regular coconut tree, although I think the reason they call them golden coconuts because I think the color of the coconut shell is like orange or golden, yellowish color. Oh yeah, look at there, and maybe we have a kind of golden color there. Yeah. So anyway, we have to find a spot for these inside our backyard also. We don't really have much more room, but you know what? We can always find room. Like family, we can always find room in our home here at Villa Feliz, and we're going to find a good home for these golden coconuts right here. And I want to thank Henry, our friend from the other side of Lipa, I'm going to say over on the north side. Thank you very much, Henry, for that. Anyway, well, that's it for today's episode. Short and brief. I just wanted to give you a few updates, do a couple of shout-outs, show you some of the progress on some of the plants that we have here. And the main thing was you can get some really neat things in small packages, whether it be foam or like my wife right here. So we'll go back into that project as soon as I get more of the parts, and we'll finish doing the ceiling acoustic tile, and I think that's going to make a big difference inside our basement for our sound quality, so we don't have any of the offensive sounds from the reflections. Okay. We'll see. Well, anyway, thank you for stopping by for today. We'll see you next time on our channel. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID Dream heart in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time we upload a new video. So until such time from right here in the Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.